Hello everyone, today we are going to start about a very important topic, that is gametogenesis. So don't skip the lesson, please do go through the full video because I'll be discussing gametogenesis in detail in both male and female with detailed diagram also. So this is a very important topic for NEET as well. So stay tuned and let's get started with today's episode of gametogenesis. So here comes gametogenesis. So what is it actually? Let us see what is gametogenesis. Now the primary sex organs, the testes in the males and the ovaries in the females. So we have gone through both the male and the female reproductive system with their full structure and functions. We all know that. So we know that these male and female reproductive organs, they are producing gametes, right? So sperms and ovums respectively, by the process of gametogenesis. So what is gametogenesis? It is the process by which gametes or sperms and ovums are produced in male as well as in female. So in testes, the immature germ cells or spermatogonia, they produce sperms by the process of spermatogenesis. So as the name suggests, spermatogenesis means genesis or formation of the sperms in the testes, that is the immature male germ cells or spermatogonia. They produce the sperms by the process of spermatogenesis, and this begins at the age of puberty. So when a male male body reaches puberty, then only the spermatogonia, they will be converted to sperms by the process of spermatogenesis. So what is spermatogonia? The spermatogonia singular is spermatogonium, which is present on the inside wall of the seminiferous tubules. Now here you see this diagram. This is the inside wall of the seminiferous tubule, and spermatogonium is present in the inside wall of the seminiferous tubule. Okay. And they multiply by mitotic division and increase in numbers. Okay, so these are spermatogonium. They are present in the inside wall of the seminiferous tubule. They increase in number. How? By the mitotic division. So the first process is multiplication happens. So in spermatogenesis, first the spermatogonium, they multiply. Okay, so they increase in numbers by the process of mitosis. Now each spermatogonium is diploid and contains 46 chromosomes. Diploids means 2n. Okay, so it contains 46 chromosomes, and some of the spermatogonia they are called primary spermatocytes. So this full we will be discussing in details with the diagram also, then you will get it clear. First, just let us go through this. Now, periodically they undergo meiosis. A primary spermatocyte first completes the first meiotic division. So, the first meiotic division is reductional division, leading to formation of two equal or haploid cells called secondary spermatocytes. So, from the primary spermatocyte, they are undergoing reductional division or meiosis, and then haploid number of cells are formed. Two equal haploid cells are formed, which are secondary spermatocytes, which have only 23 chromosomes each. Okay, now these secondary spermatocytes, they again undergo the second meiotic division to produce 4 equal number of spermatids. Is it clear? Now we will go to the details of this. So first primary spermatocyte, from that in the first meiotic division, secondary spermatocyte having two haploid cells. From those secondary spermatocytes, they are producing 4 spermatids. So spermatids are also having 23 chromosomes each. Okay. So, the spermatids are now transformed into spermatozoa, and the process is called spermiogenesis. So, there is a very important question I'll be discussing today only. What is the main difference between spermatogenesis and spermiogenesis? So, it is a very important question for your NEET as well as your 12th exam. So, what is the main difference of spermatogenesis and spermiogenesis? Spermiogenesis is the formation of spermatid which are being converted to form sperm or spermatozoa, that is spermiogenesis, whereas spermatogenesis is the full process of the production of sperm from the initial state, that is from the we can say that from the spermatogonia till the production of sperms, the full process is called spermatogenesis. Now after spermiogenesis, the sperm head, they become embedded to the Sertoli cells. Now you can see these sperm heads, they are embedded to these other Sertoli cells. They are embedded to the Sertoli cells because these sperms are getting the nutrition from the Sertoli cells, and they are finally released from the seminiferous tubules by the process of spermiation. So these all definitions also we will be studying in the after 2-3 slides only. So don't skip the episode. It is a very important topic of discussion, and I'll be going through each and everything in detail. So please do go through it. Now this is spermiation, that is after finally releasing of these sperms from the seminiferous tubule by the process of spermiation. So spermatogonium are present in the inner lining inside of this seminiferous tubule. They are being first multiplied by the process of mitosis. Then primary spermatocyte is formed by the first meiotic division. They are producing 2 number of haploid cells. Then they are again dividing to form 4 number of haploid cells, that is secondary spermatocytes. They are producing spermatids, and these are again producing spermatozoa. Okay, now this spermatozoa, they are finally released by the process of spermiation. Okay, so spermatogenesis, it is starting at the age of puberty, and due to significant increase in the number of gonadotropin releasing hormone or GnRH. So this hormone is starting to being produced in our body during puberty, and if you recall the hypothalamic hormone, the increased levels of GnRH then acts as the anterior pituitary gland and stimulates the 2 gonadotrophins, that is what? Luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. The gonadotropin releasing hormone, they are acting on the anterior pituitary gland, and they are producing luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. Okay, so what these luteinizing hormone are doing, they are acting at the Leydig cell and stimulating the synthesis and secretion of androgens, and androgens in turn, they stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. So this is full hormonal reaction which is happening. Gonadotropin hormone, they are releasing luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone, which in turn are helping to synthesize androgens. Androgens stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. Is it clear? Now, this follicle stimulating hormone on the Sertoli cells, they stimulate the secretion of some factors which help in the process of spermiogenesis as well. Now, we will move with the diagrams and the details, okay? Now, this is spermatogenesis. So, what is happening? This spermatogonium, that is 2n number of cells which are present in that spermatogonium, they are first undergoing mitosis to form that is multiplication is happening, and they are forming primary spermatocyte. Now this primary spermatocyte is undergoing meiosis 1. Meiosis 1 is a reductional division. They are producing 2 haploid number of cells, that is secondary spermatocyte. This secondary spermatocyte, they are again under meiosis 2. They are forming 1, 2, 3, 4 spermatids. So each spermatid is also having n number of cells. Okay, they are also haploid. So they are not diploid, they are haploid. So this is happening after meiosis 2. Then after that, these each spermatids, they produce 1 mature sperm cells. Okay, from each spermatids, they are producing from 1, each is producing 1 mature sperm cells. So this after meiosis 2 till this differentiation or formation of this mature sperm cells, this is called spermiogenesis. So is it clear? This full process is called spermatogenesis, that is from the development, from the multiplication of spermatogonium to primary spermatocyte to secondary spermatocyte to spermatids to mature sperm cells. This full process is spermatogenesis, whereas this last state of differentiation or formation of spermatids to mature sperm cells is called spermiogenesis. Is it clear to everyone? Now we will just read this in a notes form, okay, so that it will be very simple for us to understand this full spermatogenesis and spermiogenesis process. Now, it is a very important topic, the difference between spermatogenesis and spermiogenesis. So, just now while discussing the diagram, I have told you, but we need to write it down in the form of notes. Okay, spermatogenesis and spermiogenesis are two stages that occur during the formation of sperms. Okay. Sperms are the male gametes produced in the seminiferous tubules of testes, right? So, till now we were discussing about that process only, where it is being produced in the seminiferous tubules of the testes. Now, what is the main difference between spermatogenesis and spermiogenesis? That is, spermatogenesis is the formation of sperm cells, whereas spermiogenesis is the maturation of the spermatids to sperm cells. Okay. So the entire process, this means spermatogenesis is the complete process of production of sperm cells from the cells of the germinal epithelium of the males, whereas spermiogenesis on the other hand is the final differentiation stage and maturation process of the spermatids into the sperm cells. So is it clear to everyone? So the main difference is that it is the formation of the sperm cells, whereas spermiogenesis is the maturation of the spermatids to the sperm cells. So one is happening, the entire process is spermatogenesis, whereas spermiogenesis is only the last differentiation and maturation process of the spermatids to the sperm cell. So is it clear? This is a very important question for your 12th exam, final board exams, as well as for NEET. Okay, it is a very important question, right? Just in this way only you can memorize, or you can divide it into two columns and you can write the differences in that way also. So it's very important. Please do memorize it, understand it properly, so that you can write in the exam that what is the difference between spermiogenesis and spermatogenesis. Now let us move on to the next part. Now under spermatogenesis, there are four important terms which are very important, as well as in your NEET also these will be coming because very important four terms which you just generally you get a confusion between all these four terms. So let us go through that. What is spermiation? Liberation of sperms from the Sertoli cells is called spermiation. What is semination? Semination is the liberation of the sperms from the testes is the semination. Okay, with the semen, that when the testes are liberating the sperms, it is called semination. Now liberation of sperms from the body of the male is called ejaculation. The mammalian sperms, they are transferred into the vagina of the female by the process of insemination. So these four terms, they are quite similar to each other. When you are hearing them, you get multiple choice question, you get definitions of these. Please don't mix it up. They are all different terms. Please memorize them. So spermiation, liberation of sperms from Sertoli cells, liberation of sperms from the testes, semination, liberation of sperms from the body, ejaculation, and transferring the sperms to the vagina of the female tract is called insemination, right? Is it clear? Now we will move on to the process of oogenesis. Now we are discussing about the structure of the sperm. Okay, so we have discussed about all the process of the spermatogenesis, spermiogenesis, spermiation, insemination, ejaculation and all. So we should know how does a sperm look like. So how does it look like? Now it is a microscopic structure composed of a head, neck, middle piece and a tail. Okay, so let us see the diagram over here. The plasma membrane envelops the whole body of the sperm. Okay, so this is the head piece of the sperm. This is the neck region. This is the tail. And this is the middle piece. Okay, this is the middle piece. The sperm's head contains elongated haploid nucleus. the anterior portion of which is covered by a cap-like structure called acrosome. This cap-like structure of the sperm head is called acrosome, and the full entire sperm is enveloped by a plasma membrane. So this is the plasma membrane. It is enveloped by the plasma membrane. Now this acrosome tip is filled with something. So what is it filled with? It is filled with enzymes that help in the fertilization of the ovum. So when the sperm is going to fertilize the ovum, this sperm head or the acrosome tip, which is having enzymes, they react on the ovum and fertilization is happening. The middle piece possesses numerous mitochondria. Here numerous mitochondria are there, and that facilitate the sperm, we can say that produces energy which facilitate the motility of the for essential for fertilization. Okay. The human male ejaculates about 200 to 300 million sperms during a coitus, and for which the normal fertility, at least 60% of the sperms must have the normal shape, size, and at least 40% of them must show vigorous motility. Okay, so they are producing 200 to 300 million sperms. Okay, so a huge number of sperms are produced, but do each and every sperm gets fertilized? No, only one will get fertilized. Okay, because it depends on the normal fertility, or it is on the shape and size of the sperms, on the vigorous motility of the sperms. Okay, so there are many other factors as well. So sperms released from the seminiferous tubules are transported by the accessory ducts. Now secretions of the epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicle and prostate are essential for the maturation and motility of the sperm. So if you have not gone through the structure of the testes, it will be very difficult to know these parts: epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, prostate, and also please go through this. I'll be putting the link above in the I box as well as in the description box below. Okay, so the seminal plasma along with the sperms constitute the semen, and the functions of the male sex accessory ducts and the glands are maintained by the testicular hormones. Okay, so this is all about this we can say that gametogenesis in male. Okay, so we will be discussing about the oogenesis process in the next video, because it will be a vast process then, and it will be difficult for you to understand also. So for that you need to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned till you will be getting the next video on oogenesis. So as you just stick to the lessons which I am teaching in this way, it will be very easy for you to grasp the full lesson. So stay tuned, stay updated with all the videos which I'll be posting, and in the next video very soon I'll be posting the full process of oogenesis. So still then just go through this lesson and in the previous 2 parts I have taught in human reproductive system. So don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you.